Now, today on the program, I'm joined by the civilian president of Zimbabwe. Yes, the civilian president of Zimbabwe. I'm talking about Tinashe Jonasi, or General Scuffless. General Scuffless. Now, General Scuffless, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, I'm so grateful that you invited me to this captivating and revolutionary program.
Before we even go to the gist of the whole matter, who exactly is Tinashe Jonasi?
Tinashe Jonasi is I'm a teacher. I'm a school teacher. I'm a musician. I used to do hip hop, and I love media. And I'm a publicist. When I'm in South Africa, I earn my living through being a publicist, to take artists, different people to radio, TV.
Yes.
And then and I can say then I'm a man of conscience. I would do anything to protect my conscience, the skill to know what is right, what is wrong. So with what is happening in Zimbabwe, I never wanted to play politics. Politics came to me, by default, because one of my uncle was a minister for 20 years, and then I happened to. I won't mention it for now.
Okay.
And then I happened to have an aunt who asked me to manage her as a councillor, and she won 2008, and then she became a mayor. Now she's a councillor again, and I happened to manage Teresa Makon when she was a MP for Harare North, which is Borodale and Heathcliff, and she was chair lady for Women Assembly for MDC Alliance, and she was co-minister of Home Affairs. So I was running technically those three offices.
Now, if I can just go back a couple of moments, you said that there's something happening in Zimbabwe. Chico, what's happening in Zimbabwe?
What's happening in Zimbabwe is that the country is on a free flow. It's on autopilot. The country is run by two idiots.
The country is run by idiots?
Two idiots.
That's a very strong. Why do you say the country is run by idiots?
We have got Mnangagwa, who doesn't have a clue of what is governance. He doesn't have a clue how to run ZANU-PF itself. Was ZANU-PF is a group of army generals and some top army officials, and then a few hungry ordinary Zimbabweans who are given some whatever benefits it is to appear like a party. Mnangagwa must run maybe a ward in a party structure, not to run a country. And then we've got Chiwenga, who was just plugged from the bushes of Mozambique by Mugabe, because Mugabe was believing in foreigners, not in Zimbabweans. So Chiwenga was just given, you remember the scandal when he failed the army examinations, and then he went on to South Africa to buy a PhD degree. Chiwenga, who can't pronounce L, who say arrow, and such a person runs a country, it's a disaster.
You mentioned that ZANU-PF is run by the securocrats. Is that correct?
The army. Correct.
The army?
Yes.
Okay. How would you know that?
It's clear. Zimbabwe is the only country that soldiers, they do the job of police. Police in Zimbabwe have been reduced to security guards.
By who?
By Chiwenga, because Chiwenga is a military person. Chiwenga is running in this country. It's only now that Mnangagwa is taking over because he's killing now anyone from the military.
How can you say Chiwenga is the one running Zimbabwe when we have a president who was also confirmed by the Constitutional Court of Zimbabwe, which are the president of Zimbabwe?
Okay.
So what are you talking about?
Okay. Mnangagwa is the military face. If you take a baboon, you put a mask of a human being, it doesn't become a human being. So Mnangagwa is a civilian mask to the military rule in Zimbabwe. So Chiwenga is the kingpin. But it's only now that the tables are shifting. Because Mugabe was killing people through accidents, Mnangagwa is killing people through the chemicals.
Are you alleging, or you know what you're talking about?
Mnangagwa is a professional killer. It's on record.
You are alleging, or
I'm
you
not
know.
alleging. Mnangagwa is a killer. He can open a police case. I can go and testify. I can count the people he's killed.
Who did he kill?
Okay, just recently, we've got people who were killed in the Zim shutdown. We got previously, he killed people in the August 1 killing. And then, it started from the Gukura Hundi.
So far, the two episodes you spoke about, I don't see the face of E.D. Mnangagwa there personally.
Thank you. Let me attach the face. Gukura Hundi was engineered by Mnangagwa, Chiwenga, and Parents Shiri.
Are you alleging? Because as long as it was with confidence,
It's on record.
It's on record. Which record?
Okay. Mnangagwa said, in reference to dissidents, that they are like cockroaches. They deserve to be fumigated with the DTT.
Okay, he said it where?
I can't remember, in a meeting in Matebeleland.
You can't remember, but
No.
you are coming with confidence
I
on
can't
the
remember
show.
the exact meeting, because remember, Mnangagwa has been sitting on many meetings of ZANU-PF as
Okay.
a minister. So Mnangagwa said, then referring to the dissidents, they deserve DTT to be fumigated. So when you fumigate, it means you kill in masses. And then from that statement, the very people were slaughtered. When Chiwenga was, they actually kidnapped some tourists to act like they were taken by dissidents.
I always come in and say, okay, basing on what? Because Can we start talking things with no facts? Yeah.
Thank you. And then we go to the issue that when a government trains the military to kill people, they work on what we say intelligence. So for Parents Shiri to command the 5th Brigade, which was created to kill, it means Mugabe was relying on intelligence, and Mnangagwa was the Minister for State Security, and his department had intelligence that they were dissidents. And these dissidents, like people like Basela, whoever, they were stage managed. They were created by the department of Mnangagwa.